Hello, good afternoon, all of you. Today, I would like to discuss that color code for resistor. So, as you are already familiar that what is the meaning of resistor. So, resistor which opposes the flow of electric charge. So, today, would like to discuss that different types of resistors. So, there are four types of resistors are there. So among them, today I would like to discuss about the carbon composition resistor. So this is the among four type of resistor. This is the one of the type of resistor which is still used in electronic industry. So because it is tiny, and apart from that, it is thermally sensitive. So in addition to that, this carbon composition resistor it is available in different shape and size. I mean that it is very compact one. Because of these features, nowadays also they are using carbon composition resistor. When it is tiny means it is very difficult to print the resistance value over the resistor. So usually cylindrical type of resistor, carbon composition resistor, it is in the form of cylinder form. So over this cylinder, what happens that there are circular color bands are there. This is the first band, this is the second band, third band, fourth band. Like this, there are four bands are printed on the this carbon composition resistor. This is the what rod shape carbon composition resistor. Over this rod shape carbon composition resistor, there are sequence of color bands are there. This is the first band, second band, third band, fourth band. See, let us see. As I said it, so far we have discussed about that. What is a resistor? Resistor is a device which opposes the flow of electric charge. There are four types of resistors are there. Among them, today we have chosen that carbon composition resistor. So this carbon composition resistor, it is a tiny one. It is very compact and thermally sensitive. And this is available in disc shape, rod shape. So like this in different form, that is a carbon composition resistor is available in the market. Because of this feature, nowadays also they are using this carbon composition resistor. As I said that usually carbon composition resistor we are considering that rod shape or cylinder shape. So in this cylinder shape, say that this is what sequence of color band were printed on it. So this is the first band, this is the second band, this is the third band, this is the fourth band. So now let us see. So with the reference to the color, how to find the resistance value of the resistor. See the first and second color band, they will give the first and second digit value of resistance. I mean that, so in order to find the resistance value with a reference to this colors, you can find the what is the resistance value of this resistor. So as I said that first band, second band, first band, second band, they are indicating the resistance value of first and second digit value of this resistor. I mean that first and second band, they are representing the first and second digit value of resistance, whereas third band, which gives the number of zeros followed by the previous two digits. I mean that this is also referred as the multiplier. I mean that these two digits followed how many zeros? So that represent the multiplying factor. Third band gives the multiplying factor. Whereas the fourth band, which is known as the tolerance. The question is that what is tolerance? Tolerance means percentage deviation from the standard value. Say standard value, manufacturer is given that the resistance value of this resistor is 5800 ohm. So this is the standard quoted value of the manufacturer. The resistance value, it may not be 5800, slightly it will vary depending on this fourth band. Say if the fourth band is gold color, if it is made of a gold color, percentage deviation it will going to vary from the 5% of that value. So that tolerance is nothing but the percentage deviation from the quoted value. Quoted value say the 6000 is, imagine that 6000 quoted value is that. Percentage deviation means if the 5% is that, the 5% of 6000, I mean that standard value is 6000, no? The variation, how much resistance value will vary? I mean that plus or minus. If the fourth band contains gold color, so fourth band contains gold color, the percentage deviation is 5% of the 6000. So in this way, we can find the resistance value of the resistor. In order to find the resistance value of the resistor, you require the color code table. With the help of this color code table, only you can find the resistance value of the resistor. See that as I written here, this is the first column, it is B.B. Roy, Great Britain, very good wife. So that as I chosen that first letter of that sentence, mnemonics, B stand for the black, second B stand for brown color, third color it represents the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, grey, white. So like these 9 colors are there. So as I said that this is the first band color. First band color, if it is black, its digit value is, its resistance value is 0. So second color band is, if it is second color band is what, black, so it is 0. Third color, so like the third color, so you know that multiplying factor, number of zeros followed by this 10 to the power 0. So like this first column it gives the color, second gives the significant digit value of the, I mean that digit value of the resistance. Second band, likewise second band also. Third color band gives the number of zeros followed by these previous digit. Whereas the tolerance, see, you will fourth band usually you may either gold or silver. If the fourth band is made up of gold color, the percentage deviation, I mean the tolerance value, it will become it will be plus or minus 5%. If the fourth band is made up of silver color, so the percentage deviation, I mean that the possible variation of standard value, it is about 10%. 6000 10% is about 60 ohm. So minimum is 540. I mean that 5600 some fraction will get it. So like this 10% of the standard value, I mean that. So sometimes fourth band is colorless. There is no, I mean that fourth band is absent, colorless. In that case, that percentage deviation and tolerance value is plus or minus 20%. So now let me that now sometime you know that fourth band will be not there. Sometime in carbon composition resistor, third color band, if it is, it may be made up of gold or silver. If it is made up of gold color, the resistance value of this resistor falls less than 10 ohm. So less than 10. So how to find it? So if the third band is made up of gold or silver, if gold, its power is 10 to the power minus 1. So as usual you have to proceed that first and that first color band, where you have to find out with the help of this color code table. Second color band where you have to find out with the help of this color code table. And in the third band, if it is made up of gold or silver, say for example third band, if it is made up of gold, so multiplier is 10 to the power minus 1. So that means that resistance value will get less than 10 ohm. If the third band, if it is made up of silver, in that case, what happens that the multiplying factor will become 10 to the power minus 2. So in the either the cases, whether if it is made up of gold or silver. So third band if it is made up of gold or silver, so you will get the resistance value is less than 10 ohm only. 10 ohm only. This is the what the specification. So now so far we have discussed about that. What is the color code for resistor? So code means it is what color code for resistor. So we know that what is resistor. So we are studied the different types of resistors. There are four types of resistors are there. That is among them we were chosen that is carbon composition resistor. So this carbon composition resistor, it is a thermally sensitive, tiny, and it is available in the different shape and size. Because of these features, people are still they are using in the market. Now today, as I draw the figure of the carbon composition resistor, that too it is in the cylinder form or rod shape form. So over this, what happened that it is, since it is very tiny, it is very difficult to print the resistance value over this device. So in order to find out the resistance value of this resistor, the sequence of color bands were printed on this this rod. Is it? So this is the first band. So start from that end, first band, second band, third band, and fourth band. Usually there will be four bands are there. So four band will be there. So now let us see first color band what it gives, second color band what it gives, third color band what it gives, and the fourth color band it gives the tolerance value. Third color band it gives the multiplying factor. I mean that number of zeros followed by these two previous digit value of resistance. So that means that first and second color band they are representing first and second digit value of resistance. First and second color bands they are indicating the resistance value of the resistor, whereas the third color band it gives the number of zeros followed by these two digits. So now if the fourth band is there, the tolerance value, as I said, that tolerance is nothing but the percentage variation from the quoted value. Say for example, this carbon composition is resistor is about 6000 ohm is there. It's standard resistance value. So you may not get that resistance value exactly 6000. In that case, so manufacturer will give that how much this resistance will go to vary. Say if it is made up of, say for example, fourth band if it is made up of gold color, so in that case, that is from this table, the percentage deviation tolerance value plus or minus 5%. I mean that you have to take out the percentage of the 5% of the 6000. So this is the minimum value and maximum value. Get it? I mean that 5% variation from the standard quoted value. Standard quoted value is 6000. So this is the what the range you will get it. The range of this resistance. Is it? So similarly, if the fourth band if it is made up of silver, the percentage deviation is 10% of the quoted value. Say for example, fourth band is absent, and third color band if it is made up of gold, in that case multiplying factor will be 10 to the power minus 1. If it is made up of silver color, that multiplying factor will be 10 to the power minus 2. So that means that, so if the third color band if it is made up of gold or silver, in that case resistance value will be less than 10 ohm. So let us see, I would like to, so in order to find the resistance value of the resistor, you have to design the color code table. This is known as the color code table. So first you have to write in the first column, you have to write the different colors, is it? So you have to write the starting from the black, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 9 up to 9. For second band color also you have to write like this only. So as I said that third band, it represents the number of zeros followed by these two previous digits. So now fourth band, as I said that sometime usually fourth band will be there. It may not be there sometime, is it? So if it is made up of gold color, percentage deviation is 5%, silver color, percentage deviation 10%, colorless, for that color sometime it is colorless, in that case no color is that, in that case I mean that percentage deviation tolerance value less plus or minus 20%. If the fourth band is absent, and fourth band if it is made up of gold or silver, in that case as I said that earlier, as I explained that the tolerance value is, I mean that multiplying factor is 10, I mean that it is if it is gold 10 to the power minus 1, if it is silver that is the third band if it is made up of silver, its multiplying factor is 10 to the power minus 2. So if it is the case, third band if it is made up of gold or silver, in that case, so whatever the resistance, whatever the color of the first and second, the we get the resistance value of this resistor is less than 10 ohm. So now let us see, I would like to give one example. So with this, I mean that a carbon composition resistor consists of following colors. The question tag will be like this. So a carbon composition resistor consists of following colors: yellow, grey, blue, gold. So how to find the resistance value of this resistor? So you know that first color band, first band color is yellow. So you go through that Y corresponds to yellow. So in the first band color, you have to first band color, first color band. So there is corresponding to yellow, 4 is there. So therefore, so corresponding to yellow color, its first digit value is 4. Similarly, you come for grey. So corresponding to grey color, for corresponding to grey, you see that this is the grey. So grey color, the second band is 5. Grey, green here. So it is green, imagine that you make it is green. So if it is green, green, first I mean the second band if it is made up of green, that is corresponding to second band color is 5. So therefore you have written that 5. And third band color, so it indicates the how many zeros followed by the, say third band is blue one. So as you know that, so this represents the blue. So you write it is, that is 10 to the power 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 6. So now you have seen that one example you have taken that a carbon composition resistor consists of following color: yellow, green, blue and gold. Now as I said, the fourth color band it is meant for the tolerance. Tolerance means, as I said, that from this table you have to see that its value is plus or minus 5%. That's why I written that tolerance value is plus or minus 5%. So ultimately, the very basic purpose of this the color code table or color code for a resistor. So you have to establish the resistance value of the resistor with the help of the color code table. So now we are interested in evaluating in order to find out the resistance value of the resistor. So in order to find, I will give that one more example for you. Say a carbon composition resistor, a carbon composition resistor contains following colors. So now let us see following color. First one is that brown, then orange, 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 then third color band is yellow, fourth band is silver. So how to find out the resistance value with the help of this color? As I said, it brown. So this first one is black. It corresponds to 0. So now black, brown. Brown means corresponding to brown. So first digit value is 1. The corresponding to O stand for the orange. Corresponding to orange in the second column, you see that 3. So now fourth band, that third band color is, that is yellow. So corresponding to yellow, you have to write that multiplying factor, it is 10 to the power 4. Now the silver, tolerance value is silver. The tolerance color is silver. So you see that if it is the case, percentage deviation from the quoted value is plus or minus 10%. Like this, this will comes about, that is 13 into 10 to the power 4, 13, that is 10 to the power 4 plus or minus 10. So like this, you can find the resistance value of the any resistor. Is it? So this is the way how to find the. Sometimes there is another method. They will give that. So you will give the resistance value of the resistor is. You will give the resistance value of the resistor. Then you have to find the colors of the different color printed on the carbon composition resistor. So I would like to conclude this bit here only. In the next class, we would like to discuss about the